Hi guys, what's going on? Smarty here. Welcome back to another episode of Smarticus. Ignore my shitty camera work, my tripod broke. So, I've noticed a pattern recently. What is it with indie games trying to rip your heart out with emotions and shit? Like, I saw this game Firewatch in the E3 PlayStation presentation last year, and it looked really good. It had an interesting premise and whatnot. To me, it came off as like you get to play as this manly forest man who watches for fires and ends up finding himself in a dire situation. Like a super manly 127 Hours. You know that movie starring James Franco? But you know what? I was so off the mark. Like 20,000%. So yeah, if it didn't need repeating, today we're gonna be talking about Firewatch. Firewatch tells the story of Henry, a fire lookout who was assigned to his own tower in the Shoshone National Forest with only one form of communication, a walkie-talkie connecting him to his supervisor Delilah. After a few days or so in the park dealing with kids setting off fireworks and whatnot, he finds that his cabin has been ransacked, disheveled, schmeckeldorfed even. However, through exploration of the area itself, Henry uncovers clues about some of the mysterious occurrences that are related to the said schmeckeldorfing. As time progresses though, Henry and Delilah both begin to wonder if they're really here on a firewatch or if they're being firewatched. I'm sorry. Now first off, I won't bullshit you. Firewatch is mainly a walking simulator at its core essence. You look around at your map and compass, go to the place Delilah tells you to go, and do the things that Delilah tells you to do. But something about it, maybe the fact that you are only able to talk to her through radio, the fact that this is your only connection to someone in the lone wilderness of Wyoming, the radio surprisingly makes a massive impact on you. It makes the dialogue choices of Firewatch much more important. Firewatch has a dialogue tree system giving you multiple forms of conversation to explore, multiple ways to flesh out the relationship between Henry and Delilah, which is interesting. Now I wish I could say that Firewatch's story was its strongest point. It has its moments definitely, a few twists and turns which really pulled me in for the ride and made me care about Henry and Delilah, especially with the opening. Holy fuck, they really wanted to beat out the first 10 minutes of Up for saddest opening NA. Like, if you wanted to make a darker statement, you might as well have just pulled up the old Friday the 13th NES Game Over screen. Back to the point, the game has its moments, but the ending is ultimately a letdown. Based on some of the events of the game, they could have done so much more with the ending, but unfortunately they just leave you out to dry, literally and figuratively. I expected a lot from the ending of the game based on how invested I was in the character of Henry, his backstory, why he's here, and the friendship you build with Delilah. All of that combined made me hope for a big payoff, but alas, this fire has fizzled out. Also, major props to Rich Sommer and Sissy Jones for their outstanding voice work on Firewatch. They really were able to make me believe that these characters were legit people, that a friendship was growing, people were getting to know each other, and they weren't just fabricated personalities for my own amusement. This got a little too real, didn't it? When two faceless characters are able to make you believe and hope that they're gonna find happiness in each other's company, that is a performance at its finest. I really enjoy the look of Firewatch. To me, it has this cartoony Team Fortress 2-esque style to it, which I really don't mind. Something about it adds to the peacefulness of the game's atmosphere. And trust me, you get to explore this game's atmosphere. Way too much of it. Let me remind you again that Firewatch is a walking simulator. Do the thing, go do the thing, etc, etc. But to be honest, the presentation of Firewatch takes away from a lot of the real waiting time that is the gameplay. Now, I gotta tell you, this is a short game. If you're just going into it to enjoy the game for what it is, you can beat it in a few hours. My runtime was 3 hours and 15 minutes. You can maybe get one more out of it if you just want to explore the forest of Wyoming, but that's really it. Replayability is not really a major factor of Firewatch, it's a one and done. But if anything, I gotta say that Firewatch is a game with wonderful twists and turns that will get you emotionally invested in the story of Henry and Delilah. The ending could have been better though, but it had me for quite some time. Go check out the game if you're willing to spend the 20 bucks on it, but aside from that, it's more than just a walking simulator with Team Fortress 2 graphics, and definitely lands a spot on my playlist for 2016. Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you enjoyed this review of Firewatch. I'm sorry it's been a while since content has been on this channel, but I've been busy adjusting to real life from MagFest. Anyway, hope you liked this video. Please do me a favor and hit the like button below, and if you haven't, subscribe because I've got some new stuff coming to this channel, and you want to stay tuned for that. Anyway, talk to you guys later. This is Smarty, signing off.